Hello, hi, welcome back. Thought we would spend a few more minutes together. Hi, my name is Mark McKell. I'm the managing partner of McKell Partners, a comprehensive wealth management firm located on the West Coast. We have a growing group of professionals that work with others to help them have financial peace in our particular practice, and just excited to work with them as our team is growing. We've got clients all over the United States now, and so in an effort to get to know each other a little bit better, we've produced a variety of video segments or some video digital materials. On this particular segment today, I'm going to try to address the particular topic of what makes us unique at McKell Partners. What do we think is different about us compared to other financial advisory firms? Now, there's lots of great firms out there and a lot of great professionals. And if you're certainly working with one, stay with them. I mean, good relationships are hard to find. But we recognize that there are some important unique abilities about who we are and about what we do. And I want to talk about that a little bit. If you've watched some of the other videos, this may give you a sense for some of the things that we do. And of course, there's going to be case study videos and a lot of other things you can plug into. But for this segment, I just want to see if I can talk about 5 or 6 different things that really I think are significant in terms of what makes us unique. I'm going to pull up one slide very quickly if I could. I think the first thing that makes us unique, and these are not in any particular order, but I want to run through these and I'll try to make this as brief as possible, is we listen. I mean, we function as fiduciaries. I mean, a fiduciary is a person who acts in the best interest of another. How can you understand or at a deep level what's important to somebody else if you don't listen? I mean, they say that one of the most important human needs is to be understood. And this is true. And so asking good questions and really probing and finding out what's important to somebody and really deeply listening what's going on, I think is such an important thing. We get to the end of every of our client interactions, I routinely ask, hey, was this helpful today? Was this helpful today? Oh, yes, it was. Well, why was it? And we're able to gather feedback. And so a lot of these items here that I'm going to mention today are things that clients have told us. It's things that they've shared with us about what they like about the interactions with us and with our team. The second area here is we educate. This is really important to us. It's important for us to help people understand what it is that they're doing. I'll often ask people when we look at their financial life in some way or another, well, help me understand why you're doing this or why you're doing that. Well, I don't know. That's what I was told to do. Okay, that doesn't work for us. Now, it doesn't mean you need to have an absolute, complete technical understanding of everything you're doing, but we have a rule that says don't ever do anything you don't understand. And we will spend as much time as necessary to explain the process and help you understand why it is we're doing what we're doing. We had a client in the conference room the other day stopped us and said, Mark, listen, we don't want to know how the watch is made. We just want to know what time it is. I thought that was interesting. For that particular person, they didn't want to know all the details. Having some was enough. And so everybody's a little bit different, but we really do enjoy educating people about what we do and how it fits in their particular lives. The next area here is we seek optimal. I mean, there's a lot of financial tools to use. There's lots of different financial instruments, the tax laws and all the regulations that surround our industry. We seek optimal. We want to find the best solution for our clients. And sometimes we'll organize this in kind of a good, better, best, and then explain them, hey, you could do this, you could do that. Here are the different, positives and negatives of both of these different decisions. We're always looking for the most optimal approach to be able to help someone in their financial lives. We also take a holistic approach. This is unique. People talk about this, but because of our CPA backgrounds, we look at someone's financial life holistically. We often talk about a chessboard, that our financial lives are a lot like a chessboard. When you make one move on the chessboard, it affects other pieces on the board. And so we always start with a balance sheet and an income statement. We always start with a listing of assets, liabilities, income, and expense in a very detailed fashion. That's really shaped from our time in public accounting and looking at our lives holistically. When we make this decision or that decision, how does it affect the rest of our lives? That's an important question. That's something that makes us truly unique. We make the planning process personal. That may seem obvious, but our financial lives are personal. This affects our relationships. This affects our extended family. It affects our businesses. It is personal. And when we talk about people's financial lives, it's a personal issue, especially when we get older and we move into retirement, where we want to have independence. We want to have financial dignity. We don't necessarily want to rely on anybody else. And so it is personal, and we get to get involved in people's lives at a personal level. We also talk in that vein about, well, what people fear. What are they most concerned about? Once we build out what we call as a financial snapshot or a financial chessboard, someone's financial statement, I often ask, what concerns you most as you look at your financial life now on one piece of paper? And it may be, I don't know what's going to happen if my husband passes away. What about my family? What about asset transfer to the next generation? What if I get sick? There's all kinds of questions. What do people fear the most? I'm worried about our world today. I'm worried about the economy. I'm worried about inflation. I'm worried about the market. I'm worried about losing money. And so we really work in that area and try to address what people fear. This next one's really important. Let me see if I can explain this quickly. We take a fully integrated approach in our practice. Typically in the financial advisory space in the world today, usually financial advisors are on one side or another. What does that mean? They're either heavily involved in the investment space and managing assets, or they're heavily involved in what I call the fixed space, which is the insurance area, life insurance, annuities, long-term care, health insurance, okay? Each of those different areas have different areas of expertise, talent, licensing, product knowledge, okay? The variable side or the investment side, the fixed side or the insurance side. We have a fully integrated practice where we have competencies in all of those areas. We find this incredibly important. How can we effectively be a fiduciary if we don't have expertise in all the different areas of the toolbox? Think about a toolbox and all the different tools that could be pulled to try to help develop strategies to mitigate risk to help a client get where they want to go. So that fully integrated approach. And when you're interviewing financial advisors, ask them about that. How fully integrated are they in all of these different financial instruments that are available? And are they licensed in all these particular areas? Well, of course, finally, we're a fiduciary. I mentioned this already. Fiduciary is someone who acts in the best interest of another. How could you be functioning as a fiduciary if you didn't do all of these things that I've listed here today? And so we think these are key. They're important. We think it's what makes us unique. There's many others, but I thought I'd just grab a few of these and chat with you a little bit about McKell Partners and why we feel we are unique. Well, I hope that's been helpful. And it's been good chatting with you a little bit. And I hope to meet you soon. I hope you get a chance to be able to meet our team. Have a great rest of the week and beyond. Be well.